Well, welcome to the TWC Leadership Channel on YouTube, and so we're glad you made it. We basically opened the doors to our staff meeting for the first 5 minutes just to go over some pretty key principles and key things that really help us make a church that will reach Otero County for Jesus Christ. And so make sure you do click on the icon, the little bell there, to get the notifications about the new videos. We upload these once a week. And so we just want to empower and equip you to be the best volunteer or leader in the church. And so we are in episode 7, which is Replace Yourself, part 3, which is kind of our way of developing leaders and creating a pipeline of leadership. And so we basically said a part of replacing yourself is break down into 2 steps. The first is break it down. As we said last week, break it down, which basically means we got to be clear on making sure everything that expectations and evaluations and everything is all written down, so we're able then to hand it off. You won't be able to hand it off until you write it down. And so today we're talking about hand it off. Hand it off. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean to kind of hand it off? Well, this idea, we are called to this idea of replacing yourself, but there's a strategy, right? How do you hand it off? Well, the mindset that you have to have in order to hand off is this idea of moving from a player to a coach. A player is actually doing the task on the field, but a coach is actually instructing the player, which takes a completely different mindset. But as leaders, if we want to grow in our influence and grow in our abilities, we have to be able to expand our understanding, our mindset from being a player only to actually coaching the people that are underneath us. So there's about a few principles, things that can help us hand it off. First of all, I think we need to observe each volunteer. I think you need to assess who's reliable and how reliable are the people under you in the ministry. And then the second thing that helps you hand it off is assess before assigning. Before assigning a major task to someone, start with small tasks and assess their ability and to be reliable on the small things before you hand over large things. And the third to hand it off is approach the people that are in your ministry as your apprentices, as you are mentoring them and replacing yourself, and to not just be a coach, but also become a mentor, and you're apprenticing them in that craft. And so I hope this helps as we continue to grow in our influence and grow in our abilities. But again, remember, replacing yourself starts with breaking it down, then handing it off, and then we'll see what part 3 is.